You're listening to the Ask Drone U podcast. You ask, we answer your drone questions. Whether you're here to turn your passion into profit or you simply fly for fun, we're a community of learners and teachers who aspire to achieve greatness. We are
Drone U.
Is that what you wanted to do after you crashed your drone, Rob?
Yes!
Did you just get so mad?
Oh, I was so angry now I don't know what to do.
You can go on the Mari show and talk about it.
I'm up for that.
Or you could send in your drone to unmannedsas.com/drone-u because they've got a state-of-the-art facility. And if that doesn't sell you right there, I don't know what does. But I would want to know about how they repair my drone. I would want to know that it's in the United States. I would want to know how long it would take, 2 weeks. And I would want to know how much it were to cost, $29.95. And I would also want to know that if I actually got my drone fixed with them, how much would that cost? Well, they're going to give me $20 back from the $29.95 and then fix my drone.
Yeah, they're going to give you an estimate before they fix it.
Well, I would hope so.
Me too.
That's where the whole state-of-the-art facility comes in hand, Rob.
That's right, and those experienced technicians.
That's exactly right. And you know what? They're Army vets too.
I think that might be the coolest part of what they do or who they are.
Which is why we support them. So check out unmannedsas.com/drone-u. All right? All right, guys, welcome to another awesome episode of Ask Drone U. My name is Paul, and we are standing because we use standing desks, and we decided why not stand for the podcast. So Rob is going to try as hard as he can to look at that camera and not look down, and I am going to try and do this exact same thing.
Yes, hey, everybody, hello, I'm Rob.
If you gotta widen your stance to get a little bit more eye level with the microphone, whatever it takes, you gotta stretch the inside of your legs, you know?
Is that what it is? Yeah, anyways, thank you guys for joining us. This is episode number 528. We're glad that you're with us. We're hoping that you're having a great week, and I think this is actually Friday. So hope it's been a great week. Get out and fly this weekend. Hopefully you have good weather. I think we might have some rain.
Dude, my temperature gauge on the Expedition read 75 degrees just now.
No.
Yeah.
And here we are inside.
Podcasting for you guys.
Yes.
And we missed Friday Fly Day. For you.
All right.
For you.
Anyways.
It's okay. I'm going to eat some charky after this and I'll feel better.
Me too.
So, well, let's get to today's question because we don't have much time to waste because my fiance is sending me angry messages about why we haven't left for Arizona yet. So...
Good morning, Rob and Paul. This is Grant in St. Louis, Missouri. I hope you all are well today. My question today has to do with advertising your rates on your website. When I was building my website, I went to many different drone service websites, and a lot of them have rates listed. My question is this: is it good to list your rates on your website? It seems to me that by doing that, people can just click through, look at your rates, and leave, and you possibly miss the opportunity to meet somebody new, maybe network, and most of all, you miss the opportunity to sell yourself. What are your opinions on this? Thank you.
What a great question. Thank you, Grant. Appreciate it. And guys, if you have a question, go to askdroneu.com. One of the reasons that I say it's a great question, Paul, is because frankly, from my perspective, it's one of those questions where you can create a pretty good argument both ways. And I think I know where we're going to land with it.
Where are we going to land, Rob?
Well, I know you're going to land with no, don't put your prices on there. And I think
that's what it commoditizes yourself.
What intuitively a lot of people are going to say, but I think an argument can be made, whether more or less people are going to agree with it or buy it, that you should put them on there. That's my point. It is one of those questions that can go either way. We won't say 50-50 necessarily.
I think the good salesman in me would argue, if I put my pricing on the website, what's stopping someone from looking at those prices and making a decision right there on whether they want to use you or not?
Totally understand what you're saying. That is the argument for not putting them on there. I get that.
That is one argument, yeah.
It is one argument. Yep.
I've got a couple more for you. You ready?
I want to hear them, and I know Grant and the other people do too.
I think it commoditizes your product. And just like I was saying, if someone sees your prices online, they just compare you. They don't take the time to investigate you. It's also a good way to vet potential clients because I want people to write me, ask for deliverables. I want people to ask me questions because I probably will give them a fair price. I normally have an hourly rate, and Rob is looking at my website right now, takenflight.com.
Are those rates that I see on there?
There are no rates on there.
No, they're not. I'm kidding.
There are no rates on there because realistically, this commoditizes yourself. And it sets a baseline for other people. And for me, I just want to show people, I want to tell a story, and I want to engage them emotionally before I need to redo some things about that website before I show any. I just don't want to put them on there because you're setting yourself up for failure.
Yeah.
You could have a client that says, "Oh, I see you do aerial photography, and I want 100 images of this one real estate house for $200," and you're going to be like, "No way, dude."
Right. Okay,
You know?
so let me just be devil's advocate, right?
I like that.
Let's do that. So, and tell me if this is just not an apt comparison.
Not apt.
So if I go to look for something, I don't know, be it a car, be it a couch, be it whatever I'm going to look for online and there's no price, I think a house is probably the best example. Unless I just absolutely love it, I'm just going to keep going because I don't want to have to call and find out. Maybe this is different.
Ooh, devil's advocate argument. That's good.
Did you say argument?
No, I did not. Maybe.
So anyways.
Actually, Alex Wright probably has the best accent I've heard on those lines. The Asian executive accent.
Oh, yeah. You know what I love about our whole accent thing is that now we get people that tell us that was not an accent. That's actually my accent.
That's awesome. I think my favorite real accent right now is a Bohemian accent. I will never forget Dwayne and how he's like, "You need a medication for vacation, man." I will never forget that. So
That is just a great accent all the way around.
it really is. It really
Makes
is.
me
And
want to live that life.
soon enough, Rob. Soon enough. I will say, though, you make a good argument, but my question is, with something so customizable like drone footage and aerial photography, aerial videography, it seems if someone is really focused on getting quality that they'll spend the time to do the research.
Perhaps. Let me put it, how about looking at it this way? Maybe there are certain things that you do, like the real estate stuff, where you do put the prices.
Because it's a package thing.
Correct.
And
So
it's one of those things where you have created a system. It's going to be this for this price of house.
Exactly.
Boom, boom, boom. Like the guys at Photovan. There's these guys named Photovan here in Albuquerque who have just absolutely destroyed the real estate market for drone pilots. And they were charging like $150 for video and photos, when you've heard other people charging $500 a house. So these guys just absolutely undercut everyone. And luckily, they're starting to get phased out now by much higher quality. Matt Neal, for example. Matt Neal provides great aerials here in Albuquerque, and he's quickly overtaking them because he can provide better quality. And that's something we talk about in the book, is that if you can provide better quality, no matter what, whether it's this month or this year, you will win out.
Yeah, I mean, you have to be set up such that you can have the patience financially, maybe even emotionally, maybe even psychologically.
I think emotionally is the most difficult. Yeah.
But if you can, and Matt has been able to do that, and we're very, very happy for him in that sense, you can definitely overtake the undercutters.
The underchargers.
The underchargers.
I don't like those people. They have one goal in mind, that is themselves.
Well, so anyways, back to the point. Is that something that you can see doing, where one piece of what you do, maybe the real estate, you go ahead and put prices because they're packages, but maybe some of the more sophisticated stuff, those prices you leave off and say call for this kind of stuff?
Yes. The way that I would do it is I would actually say that for my low-hanging fruit jobs, that I would say, look, my hourly rate is normally $375, but for these jobs, I charge a package rate. I deliver XXX and X, and it is this cost for aerial videography, day rates, and pricing. You got to understand, like, when you get into film and cinema, price, you never put your prices out there. It's like
that makes sense. A lot of sense.
You don't tell anyone because that information is gold.
Yeah, and with something like that, you want to have a conversation because you're going to sell yourself. You're going to talk about your experiences. You're going to talk about what you're going to do for them that is different and unique and sell that. Whereas for real estate, for example, really you kind of want to minimize those conversations.
Yeah.
Because that's just taking time that you could be out filming a house.
True. Super true.
Anyways.
I don't know. For me, it's always about, I've come to the point now where I'm really just trying to focus on good quality clients, and you guys should as well, because you'll find that they're easy to work with. They understand you're there to make money just like they are, and they respect that, and they want to work with you, and they want to get the best they can out of you, and they're willing to pay for it. We've talked about this before, and as we're sitting here talking about putting prices on your website, you got to ask yourself, what am I really going after?
Yeah, absolutely.
I can't stress that enough. I go through this Freedom Journal group and people are telling me like, dude, after 2 weeks of this, my goals have changed. What my 100-day goal has changed.
Because it's gotten more aggressive in most cases.
Much more aggressive. Yeah. They realize it's attainable as long as they just spend a little time.
Right.
That's all it takes, guys. Anyway, hope that motivates you. If you have a question, askdroneyou.com. Otherwise, we'll see you next time. That's going to do it for us today. My name is Paul.
My name is Rob.
This is Ask Drone You.